Welcome to Reforged Eden for Empyrion Galactic Survival. And we're starting in the hangar deck of the Janus next to the UCH research vessel. And in this part, what I'd like to do is move on to a new system. But before that, we need to revisit the UCH research vessel because some of you guys pointed out a couple of things which I actually missed, and something that I should have known better about, which is the captain's mission. So what we're going to do is we're just going to scoot back into the research vessel and have a little bit of a look round, and just so that we can see what's actually going on. And I think if we fly down in this direction, we've got a med bay on this side. I mean, we can heal up, but I don't think there's anything else in here. We got some side rooms here, which are, I don't think there's anything in these. But the bit I did miss is at the end here, which is you got some, get some fruit and grain from here. These are the kind of more advanced forms of hydroponics where you can harvest a whole group without having to do them individually. There's also a couple of fridges up here. Fridges, burger. I think we're out of range. Yeah, but we should be okay. The reason I'm flying around is the fact that I don't think the gravity generates covers the whole length of this ship. Okay, we'll just offload some of the stuff. Put this into, where's the Janus food? I'll just shove that in there. Put that in as well because technically bread is a raw food. And we'll just put the burger in there. Now, I did get a question from somebody about how to get the extra research points for here in order to be able to start researching this stuff up here. And what I'll do is I'll just flash up very quickly just to show you. I think I didn't explain it that well in the last part. Hello guys, you're having a convention, are you? That is, if you come to this research terminal here, you can see you can hand in data chips and data pads. I think each one of these creates 50 extra research points. So if you find data chips or data pads in your loot, you want to hang on to them so you can cash them into the UCH research vessel. Also, if you've got a big pile of cash, you can actually buy these at trading stations to get the research ships. And of course, there are other ways to get the what we call it, I think we'll go to the bridge next. Yeah, there are other ways to get research points. I think you can get them from missions sometimes and other random things, but the most reliable way is to just pick up the data pads and that. Right, we need to talk to the captain because we can get special missions from this. Welcome to the UCH Explorer. You may have a number of missions available to you. Note you won't be able to start any mission that you've previously completed. This is mission survey beta systems, not repeatable. Okay. Wait for the PDA. Is it beta system easy, not repeatable? Objective: visit the sectors and planets in the beta system. You must enter the planet and each sector list. Starting planets do not count towards the credit. You must fly down to each listed planet for a gas giant moon. You only have to visit one of the moons to forget. Don't forget to bring plenty of refined pentaxid. So I'm assuming that what we're going to have to do now is visit the different planets on here. Do we have to visit them all? I'm assuming, oh, we've got a list. We've got beta 2, beta 3, beta 4, beta 5, 6, beta 7 moon, beta 8, and the beta asteroid belt. Well, I've visited some of these, but I suppose we're going to have to revisit them. I think the easiest one to start was beta. I've been to beta 3. Undiscovered. Where's beta 2 then? It's beta 2. This is Sunlight Smugglers Low Orbit. Maybe we can go to beta 2. It's discovered. Breathable. No. It's an arid planet, large. undiscovered. Well, I think we can just flash in there and do that. So go to beta 2. So much my plans about going to another system. Now there is a floor level I think I've missed. Is it? It's sorry. Getting lost in the ship. I think there's a we can go in here as well. These lockers don't tend to have any, or closets don't tend to have anything in it, but I think there's some stuff in the fridge. Well, pick up some ribs, plants, and I think if we go up the steps here, obviously the gate's got an issue with the steps. I think we can get, I've got a couple of bandages. Some more indigestion tablets. Okay, so we got somebody wandering around. I've never been a big fan of having crew, but I think it's a key value now because I think by having crew, you can actually increase your CPU capacity. I must admit, I haven't really explored that element of the game because I think there's certain things you can do. You don't actually get more CPU, you just reduce what you've actually got, if that makes sense. We didn't get that much loot from it, but it's every little bit counts, I suppose. I think that covers about everything. So just scoot back to the Janus. Go in the up here. And we're just an unload. I suppose we can put that in there. Put that in the plant section. And what we'll do is we'll go up and get in the cockpit, and I think we'll go to beta 2. Oops. And let's see what we can do. Come in here. And it's this one here. So we're just going to lock target. 35.4 astronomical units away. So I turn the thrusters on. And we're off we go. Maximum speed, press K. Right, scan. We got a Cobalt Asteroid. I don't really want to hang around too much in space because these aren't probably the friendliest of planets to be around. I'm sure there's bound to be some Xerax frigate or raider or something hanging around, which would give us a bit of a problem. So what we're going to do now is head for beta 2. I just want to see whether what we've got to do to register that we visited this beta 2. We probably won't get through all of them in this part because if we're going to drop down on a planet, we might as well do a little bit of exploration as well. There we are. All we got to do is just enter the atmosphere. So if you want to do this, dry planets such as this can be a good source of neodymium needed to build up your first capital vessel. So in some ways this is slightly educational as well. And of course it goes without saying that we've come down over I think we've got a small neodymium deposit. I certainly wouldn't mind mining that up. Where are we? We've got here. Right, we come down right next to the drone base. Isn't that fun? What I'm gonna do is, well, we're just gonna get in here so that we can do the necessary. Turn off the thrusters. Right guys, what I'm going to do is jump out very quickly and we're going to mine in the neodymium. I can hear spiders as well. Well, spiders won't be a problem. They can't damage the ship. Oh, great. I can see I'm pretty sure that's a patrol vessel. Right. Thrusters. I think. Now, the patrol vessel can be a little bit odd because it doesn't actually kind of respond to CVs. It's often looking for bases, but I just want to make sure. Yep, it's attacking. We're doing exactly the same as we did last time. I'm going to pull its teeth. Don't do that. The shields rebuild up again. Right, we got rid of that one. Have you got any more teeth? I don't want you annoying me. I think we've got rid of the heavy weapons now. So can't see any more. So for all intents and purposes, this is had its teeth pulled, so we don't need to bother with it now. Quick check, make sure we didn't take. Doesn't look like we took any damage. So yeah, we've got to watch out for patrol vessels. So I just want to be able to operate on this planet. And actually, somebody did post a comment about the changes with the Reforged Eden with respect to generators and all that. And I have to agree with the sentiment to a certain degree, is that that change has changed the role of ships in the game. Like the hover tank has become a little bit more powerful, and as they pointed out in the comment, the SV now, a really highly upgraded SV, isn't really how can you say, is as useful as it used to be. Because if you're going to go and expend all the resources to get all the various extensions, I'm not going to go into the detail, to upgrade the ship. Ooh, nearly run out of fuel. That could have been dangerous. Just drop that in there very quickly. You know, you might as well invest all those resources in a CV. And I think that is quite an accurate sentiment. But at the same time, I think it's a nature of the game that because you've got a base game, which effectively where the devs set the rules, and then of course we got scenarios like Reforged Eden and well Project Eden. You've got that the producers of that are kind of pushing the envelope a little bit, but of course they are still bound by those general game rules. So I think that we're never going to get a perfect situation where we're going to get everything we turn that off, whether we like it or not. But what I do hope is that the devs look at what's been done in Reforged Eden, maybe think that about integrating more of those elements in the game. I'm also going to possibly be a little bit more radical in the sense of saying that one possibility is that maybe sometime in the future we may get an Empyrion 2, which would be the very good base game that we've already got, at the same time combining some of the elements like the CPU system of Reforged Eden. And I think if that happens, we would get a lot more, you could say, flexibility with respect to the way we could actually develop the game. And I think that what that would also allow a little bit more better balance with the ship types. One of the problems is that what with Reforged Eden, what Vermilion and Ravian are trying to do is balance the requirements for single players like me and multiplayers, because I have to be completely upfront. I've been watching some of Spange's videos, and some of the ships he's using and the resources he's calling on, when you kind of look at it, you think, well, I could only dream about getting some of those resources as a single player. Okay guys, welcome back. I've mined out, but well, we got 321 neodymium, not too far away from the Janus. There's a little bit still down here, 10%, but I can't find it all, and I don't, because of because the colours are so close together. I don't think it's really going to be worth the effort to get out the way forward. So we're just going to get into here, turn off the power. Well, let's get here. Again, the Janus, shove that in there. We got 856 neodymium. I'm going to do what I normally do, is we'll just put 1, 2, 3, and maybe use up some of that stone, and then we'll refine out the neodymium. So they've got 856. What I'll do is I'll just let's do 200. Now let's have a quick look. Here, got promethium, iron. We've got 24 neodymium on here. What we'll do is probably use the SV in the role which is pretty good at, which is just doing aggressive reconnaissance. Again, I think this is more the role of the SV going forward, but like I've already previously mentioned, whether that would be a role that you would need a tier 4 ship for is debatable. Merlin, just want to make sure, check the cargo. Here we go. Just offload that in there, and we'll shove that in general supplies. Oops, for some reason I've got, oh, probably because my that's okay. Right, where are we going to go? We've got heat signature over there. Let's go and check that out. Got destroyed shelter. That's the drone base. I think what we'll do is, so that I can stay in the daylight, fly west. The heat signature over there, that kind of goes slightly southwest. Hello, Mr. Patrol ship. Okay, guys, welcome back. I've so far flown all down the way down here. I haven't found very much. Found a Polaris habitat here, and we're just coming up on a probably slightly bigger Polaris settlement here, but I'm not exactly sure. Let's just get into the center. Got a trading station here, but I don't think I've got anything to trade. But what we could do is I just want to kind of see if we can go in and see if we can get some Zirconium or Estrum, because as was pointed out, I actually missed some Zirconium and Estrum on the when I was visiting that trading station in the last part. So let's go in here and see if we can. Might as well take advantage of what we got. What we got. No, yeah. Well, see what you got. Nothing as such. There. Hello. Got to sell. Oh, Xerox rocket launcher. I've actually got some Xerox rocket launchers. They're worth quite a lot of money, actually. Ooh. I'm going to have to go and get them. That would be nice. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do that. But that would be something to do off camera. I don't think this guy. I won't find anything interesting lately. My money is all that matters. Yeah, back. Oops, I'm here to shop. So we got vegetables, berries, toxic waste, water containers, oxygen, dual fuel cells, mechanical components, electronics. So we could dump off mechanical components, but I mean, we had vast excesses of them. I suppose you could do that. It'd be a hard way to make money, though. It's just. I definitely like the idea of selling those Xerox rocket launchers. And that would be something certainly to take on board. So we're just going to put the thrusters back on. See where we are. We've got a long way to go. We got Radios patrol vessel over there. So has he wandered off, has he? No, I think what I'll do is I'm just going to explore around the planet and just keep exploring for the moment. So I'll do that trade off camera. Welcome back. What I've done is I've come across a couple of heat signatures here. So we'll go and check out these to see what these are. This one. Yep. Welcome back. I've found a couple of heat signatures here. We've got an abandoned bunker. Oh. Now this is certainly worth looting. Abandoned bunker. It's got a lot of very good quality loot in the base. It's an interesting POI. I haven't done one for a little while. Wait, it's not firing at me. So that's certainly going to be worth checking out. We got a trader frontier residences. We got a trader settlement here. Yeah, I think in the next part we will be having a look at that abandoned bunker. I think that would certainly be worth looting down. I think for early POIs, that is a one that's certainly worth doing. So here we are. We're back to the Janus. Just going to dock with it. I can see it in the dark. And then what we'll do is make our way down to that Polaris trading station and sell off those Xerox rocket launchers. So just get in here. Turn the power off. And I think I didn't really pick up that much on the way around. We picked up some power cells and a little bit of cobalt alloy, courtesy of a drone that got in the way and just wouldn't take no for an answer. We got 1,570. Yep, so we've now converted all that. And do need some. So put this into ammunition controller and make some about 3,000 rounds of 15mm. I was just going to go up and jump in the cockpit. Back to on the way up. Where keep forgetting to do this here as well, because I'm just wasting power because I'm just lighting props that are existing. So just grab this. In some ways it's the actual fiber that I really need. Raw food, player. Got that in there. And what? Yeah, thrusters on. And what we got to do is make our way down to here. Just set the waypoint so we know it is. It's 5.8 kilometers away. It shouldn't take long to get there. But what I'm going to do is go kind of south and then go west, just so that we can open up a little bit more of the map. What I'll do is I'll see once I get to the trading station. Welcome back. We're just going to go off in a slightly different direction because we picked up another alien heat signature over here. I'm curious to find out what that actually is. I mean, it's probably defended by a drone. Anything that might be a good source of loot certainly needs investigating. Wow, we found an abandoned factory. Seems to be right in the middle of an area. We got a drone factory in there as well. Wow. It's a shame I didn't come to here before. We got another heat signature down there. So we're just going to scoot down and find out what this one is. Got an abandoned reactor, small promethium deposit. Abandoned reactors, fairly good loot as well. I mean, we got a crashed DSC front there, which probably means that the heat signature in the back here is something else. I think we're in a pretty good hotspot actually here for some various bits and pieces. I just want to go and check out this heat signature here. I've got a feeling now my original plan was to just shoot in here, grab the mission and move on, but I think there's some quite fairly good quality loot here, which is certainly worth investigating. We've got a broken radar. Here's the trading station. What we'll do is we'll just land here. Land here. Thrusters off. And up. Dark. That's about saying. But remember, I'm sure yes, we got 2 Dirax rocket launchers. I thought I had 3, but I'll take 2. And I think rather than spend time walking, we'll just jump very quickly in the auger. Means I can land directly on this platform, walk straight in. Whoops. Get in and turn the power off. We got to find the guy who, I think it was the one at the back, wasn't it? Was it? It was, no, maybe it was this guy. Nope, not that one. I suppose I'm going to do this in the wrong way round, but that's the way it is. Yep. Just looking. Arms merchant. There we are. Look at that. 4,000 units each. We got heavy mechanoid heat exchanger. Don't really feel the need for buy anything else like that. Anyway, so we've sold off those two Xerox terminal things. We got teleporter here. I'm not exactly sure. Frontier residence, but I don't think that would be worth visiting. Let's just get back outside. So I've kind of done a quick scout round. We've got an abandoned bunker there. We've got an abandoned factory right next to a drone factory there, which is possibly a good source of loot. We've got an abandoned reactor there. So I think we're going to be staying on this planet a little while. What I might do off camera is go out and do a bit more exploring, see what else we can find. But I certainly would like the abandoned bunker, possibly the abandoned reactor. The abandoned factory is always good for something. There's just so much there anyway. And of course, we've got a little bits of Promethium around here as well, which could be worth picking up. But this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.